So go ahead and copy the rest of the command prompts onto your CMD. Just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. And for those of you who want to know what each command prompt does, I'll basically explain it. This first command prompt, mount or remount, basically remounts your SD card so we could transfer files into it. It's basically remounted in a rewritable format. The second command, the cat SD card flash underscore image, moves the flash underscore image file to the directory of system slash bin slash file underscore image. And this allows us to flash the custom recovery onto your phone. And then the next line, chmod 755, that most people already know what this means, but for those of you who don't, this changes the file permissions. It basically changes file permissions of if it's rewritable or if it's only readable and so forth. The next one, mv system slash ease and all this stuff, most people should get failed on and should say no such file or directory. If you get the failed error message, that means you did not update Virgin Mobile's update, but it's completely normal. Like, don't worry if you get failed on that part. So, and then the next one, mount or remounts it again, and then flash underscore image recovery flashes the custom recovery onto your phone. And once you flash the custom recovery, the command reboot recovery reboots your phone into recovery mode. And once it reboots, you should see something like this. And this is Android's recovery. And in Android's recovery, you could flash custom ROMs onto your phone. So the next step to this is to flash a custom ROM. And for now, just go scroll up to reboot system now. And if you guys are confused, the volume rocker, the up and down on the volume bar, is up and down for the system recovery, and home is okay. So click up and down and the blue line should move. So scroll up to reboot system now and hit the home button, and it should reboot your phone into normal. It should reboot your phone normally. So go ahead and wait till until your phone completely boots. And once it boots, I'm going to show you how to flash a custom ROM. Okay, so as you can see, my phone has completely booted up, and now this OS currently is not rooted, even though we managed to temporarily root it and get a custom recovery on. This phone is not completely rooted, as in this OS does not have access to your core systems. And so the workaround for this is flashing a custom ROM. All of these custom ROMs are rooted basically while they were made, and basically this means if you flash a custom ROM, you basically have root access. So for those of you who want Virgin Mobile's ROM, like how it is right now, and don't want to change it at all, there is a ROM called Zonia-Virgin Mobile. And for this tutorial, I'll only be doing the Zonia/Virgin Mobile ROM, because it's basically for those of you who want 2.2, Android version 2.2, and the stock OS, and the look and the feel of the stock OS. So for those of you who want Zonia dash Virgin Mobile ROM, take that and go ahead and copy it. So, and for those of you who want some other ROM that I provided, I will be posting. The steps are essentially the same, but I will be posting more videos on reviews of each ROM, each different ROM, and as new ones come out, I'll basically review each one. And in those videos, I'll also show you really quickly how to. I'll basically repeat these next few steps. So we have to take the Zonia-VM zip file and copy it and turn on USB mass storage device again. And once it's on, we have to transfer this zip file to the root of your SD card. And you shouldn't have the copy and replace part, but once, give it a few seconds and it will copy over. Okay, so it has successfully been copied over. Now we'll go ahead and close this, turn off USB storage, and now we want to boot into recovery. So the first part of booting into recovery is turning off your phone, obviously. So go ahead and turn off your phone. Okay, so now my phone has been shut off. So once your phone's been shut off, we have to now turn it on and make it go to recovery mode. To make it go to recovery mode, you have to press 3 buttons in this order at the same time. And the 3 buttons are home. You first press the home button, then you press the volume down button, then you press the power button. And if you hold those 3 continuously, you should see the LG logo flash, and then you should see the same blue recovery text that we saw before. And once we're in, and then this will boot your Android phone into system recovery. So now what we want to do is go to wipe. Before, this is very important, before you flash any custom ROM onto your phone, we want to wipe the data, every data there is on your phone. So we go to wipe. Actually, before that, this is very important. Do not wipe anything right now, actually. We want to go to backup and restore. We want to back up your current OS, that therefore, if anything goes wrong with the other OSs or anything goes wrong, we could basically restore the backup of this OS we currently have, which is a stable, okay, Virgin Mobile stock OS. So go to NAND backup and click home. And by the way, home is okay and volume rocker is up and down. So click home and it should show like dots, and it'll after a few minutes, leave it for a few minutes, and it should come out and say there a backup has been made. And if you guys want to restore a backup later on, go to NAND restore option, and there should be a folder called mem equals 477m, and if you click that, I have 3, you'll only have 1 because you only made 1 backup. I made 3 backups, but that 1 backup will restore. You go ahead and click on it like this and say menu again, and it'll restore your OS. So now we go ahead and wipe. Press wipe factory slash data, format, go to cache, and then go to Dalvik cache. And we do not want to wipe the SD external partition, battery stats, rotate settings, or .android underscore discord. Don't wipe anything other than the first three. Once you've wiped the first three, you go to flash zip from SD card and Zonia and click on the Zonia version mobile.zip ROM, the .zip file. You should only see the Zonia-Virgin Mobile zip. The other ones are there because I put it there. Just ignore those. And then click home and press menu. And it'll basically boot up into Zonia-Virgin Mobile.zip ROM. And once there'll be a bunch of text and a status bar at the bottom. Once it's been completed, you go ahead and press reboot system now. I'll reflash that ROM onto my phone. So once you reboot system now, you should see the LG logo, and then you should see the standard Android light logo thing. And give it a few seconds. It might take a while, like almost a minute. And once that's done, you've successfully flashed your custom ROM onto your phone. And to check if the ROM has been rooted, go into your app drawer and see if there's an app called Super User. And if you see my another tutorial, I'll explain what Super User does specifically. But you guys should go ahead and check out on Google, and just to show you, Super User has been installed. So this ROM has been successfully flashed onto your Optimus B. And so that's all for today, and thank you for watching my video. If there's any problem with the process I'm doing, or any problem with the ROM, then if it's unstable, just post below in the comments and I will see what I could do. I'll try and help you guys as much as I can. So, thank you for watching my video today, and later I'll be posting videos out to unroot and restore it to normal, and also videos on on all other OSs that are coming out and are out on the Optimus P. So, stay tuned, and alright, see you guys later.